Hi everyone, my lesson is about the Zoot riots that happened in 1943. This lesson is intended for 11th grade U.S. history students. More specifically, this lesson will focus on how minority groups were impacted by U.S. entrance into World War II. By creating this lesson, I want my students to be able to analyze that although we have this perspective of World War II often being illustrated as a time of unity, cooperation, collective sacrifice in the United States, the LA Zoot riots complicate this narrative of collectiveness. So this will be the daily question the students will answer at the end of class in a short response. Therefore, students will analyze the impact of war and domestic attitudes towards minorities, how attitudes impact the experiences of these groups at home, and how these groups are vital to winning the war. By students focusing on the academic language of analyzing and evaluating different primary and secondary sources, they will be able to develop the skills necessary to examine multiple points of view. The strategies I will implement in this lesson have been supported by David Cole's learning cycle and given strategies of scaffolds to help mainstream students as well as English language learners learn academic language through their secondary discourse. This lesson meets the History Social Content Standard 11.7. Students analyze America's participation in World War II. One of the subsequent learning objectives is students will analyze the Tutsu era in order to understand the complex social and political issues of the World War II home front. This will require students to analyze the song Zoot Riot Cherry Popping Daddies by addressing what the song is illustrating. The goal in presenting the song as students walk in is to engage them with the topic we will be analyzing. A way to differentiate emerging English learners is to write the lyrics of the song in English and Spanish. So I'll show you what the lyrics are here. So in addition, students will highlight or circle any words that are known to them, and I will explain the significance of those words in the context of our lesson. So this will be a vocabulary strategy to help mainstream and emerging English language learners understand the context of the lesson before students read one of the two primary sources. So I'll go back to the video. I'm only going to play like about 20 seconds just because of time. So start off right here.
Whispering in the trees, it's two sailors and they're on leave. Pipes and chains and swinging hands. Who's your daddy? Yes, I am. That cat came to play. Now you can't run fast enough. You better stay away when the pushers come to shove. It's riot. Throw back a bottle of beer.
Alright, so students will hear the whole song, and then once they're with their partner sharing out what they think about the song was about, they will be able to hear the song one more time, and we would use the strategy to think, pair, and share. And then once students are done sharing out with their partner and in the class, then they will be presented with the second video about how anti-Mexican racism in LA causes Zoot riots. And again, I will use the strategy to think, pair, and share to get students to get them thinking about this narrative of the Zoot riots and relating it back to the daily inquiry question. And then I will explain in a content of Google Slides presentation to reiterate what led to the Zoot riots. Here are some of the slides that I will be using. Again, there's only a couple of slides just for the sake of time, but in the other Google Slides presentation I have, it's about 10 slides. So here are some of the content the students will see. And then students, once they're done with the Google Slides presentation, then we will be diving into our primary sources. So students will either have document A or document B. And again, we're going to use the strategy to think, pair, and share to discuss the sources. They will also be given a graphic organizer to answer some of the questions. Let me show you. Here is a graphic organizer. So for the first one, I will model it like who sourced it, like who wrote it, what do you predict the way we said to Zoot riot. So for both of them, I will model what I want the students to be able to do, and then the rest students will do on their own. All right, and then once students are done with their graphic organizer, then I will ask the students to write about what they learn in regards to their daily inquiry question. All these components of the lesson allow students to have multiple opportunities to learn by applying the literacy strategy to think, pair, and share by activating all four components of literacy by having students reading, writing, speaking, and listening. And here are the assessments I will use at the end of the lesson to make sure the students are comprehending the material. So one of them would be the one we have students do a short response. It would be in the form of a to body paragraph. This will be turned in as an exit slip, and then students will receive feedback and we return the following class. And in the following class, we will be sharing out some of the answers students wrote, and if needed, I would reiterate maybe some of the points if students have missed. And here, lastly, is my works cited page, and yeah, lesson work